Hey, what's up, everybody?
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Yes. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Let's Conversate with Josh and Sharon, where we're just real people.
Dealing with real issues.
Absolutely. And I am so excited about another Saturday. And you are tuned in to your Saturday morning's best podcast crew.
That's right.
On this side of the Atlantic.
That's right.
Yeah, none other than Josh and Sharon. So what's going on, Sharon?
Hey, nothing much.
Absolutely. How's your weekend?
So far it's been going well.
Absolutely. So what we feeding the people today?
Well, today we're gonna feed them a topic, all things healthcare.
All things healthcare. Absolutely. Dealing with healthcare.
That's right.
Oh man, healthcare can be expensive.
Yes, it can.
It's getting tough.
It is.
We just went through, midterm for Biden elections. That turned out how it turned out. We ain't jumping on no sides. We're just keeping it in the middle on this show. We call out everybody on here on all sides. We call them out and we praise them when they're right. And that ain't too often. These prices, I mean, we could talk healthcare in so many different ways tonight, but I mean, 30 minutes, I don't think it's going to, be suffice to the topic that we're dealing with, healthcare.
Yeah.
I mean, this is definitely one of those topics where we will have to come back and just, revisit this topic again.
And again.
Dealing with healthcare, I am so serious. Listen, I just want to talk about these, co-pays and things. That's my biggest issue.
Mm-hmm.
I have a big issue with the way the co-pay system is working for us today. And listen, this whole co-pay thing is out of control. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I'm serious. Like I went to the dentist the other week, and they have been getting at me, right, about me needing a root canal and a root canal. So my dentist, referred me out to a specialist to do the root canal, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is not the first time. Well, they referred me. I'll be honest with you, they referred me out over a year ago, but I didn't go get it done. And so they referred me. Well, let me say it this way: I went to go get it done, but I didn't get it done because when they got me in there, right? Check it out. So when they got me in there, this is a specialist. They did the X-rays and they did, all the different little prep stuff that they wanted to do. So the next thing you know, they signing me up saying, okay, we're going to go ahead and get you in and get you this done and this done, this done. And I'm like, hold on, wait a minute, tell me what this going to cost, me. Do you know that my copay, to me, it seemed like it was more than bills was when I didn't have insurance.
Yeah.
It costs more now to get treatment. And I'm not, and like, I'm being honest, I'm not a sickly person. I don't get sick often at all, and so all my stuff is what they call preventable. You know what I'm saying? And so when I go to a doctor, it's because it's just, for just some routine stuff. And you can't even go nowadays for routine stuff because it's just the prices is outrageous and the people just can't afford it anymore. And then you got these Democrats and the Republicans, you're electing these different people in offices, and everything, and they fighting over this and they fighting over that. They got the healthcare thing, they fighting.
Affordable Care Act.
Yeah, what they call it, the ACA. Yeah, Affordable Care Act. The Republicans, they're against it, and the Democrats are, touting it and they're promoting it, and so the Republican Party, their argument against the Affordable Care Act is that they feel like that they don't want the government in, and everybody business making decisions for everybody, healthcare, and they feel like that should be something, between you, your physician, you know, you know, in the grand scheme of things, that's kind of like, where they stand,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But they want less government in. Let me say it that way,
Okay.
right? So, but the Democrats, what their argument and their side of it is, it seems like that they're for, uh, healthcare, affordable healthcare for everybody. They feel like everybody in the country, every individual in the country should be able to have affordable healthcare. But, nobody's meeting nobody in the middle, there's the one side where keep government out of our business, we make our decisions for ourselves, and then there's another side say, well, you know, somebody got to regulate this thing because if nobody regulates, the pharmaceuticals, and nobody regulate the doctors that, writing the prescription or seeing the patients and charging these bills or whatever, if nobody regulates them, then the average everyday Joe would never be able to afford healthcare. So, you got the different sides to the story. But all I can say is that they all got it all screwed up, right? Because all of this crap is just becoming to be unaffordable. Inflations is up, you
Yeah.
know, the cost of housing is up, used car sales is out the roof, sky high.
It
You
is.
can't afford anything anymore. And so everything is just so sky high, but our wages is not going up. It's not meeting, you know, the demand.
Yeah.
It's not meeting. It's not in comparison to, where all these prices is going up. So here we find ourselves, struggling,
Yeah.
just to make
Make
ends
ends
meet.
meet. Yeah.
You know, we're struggling to pay, simple things as co-payments, right? I
You're
mean,
right.
absolutely, it's terrible.
You're right.
We can't even afford to go to the dentist to get, just, routine maintenance. People having to skip out. People having to, it's sad that people having to decide on if I'm gonna take care of my health or if I'm gonna get some groceries in the house for the kids to eat.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's just like where we at now. But I implore everybody to, pay attention, and you should still, get your health care, because you need it. Um, it's high even having it's high with having it. Imagine what your hospital bills and your
When you don't have insurance.
right, what your bills are gonna be without it. That's already like outrageous with it, and I think we're in open enrollment now, right?
That's right.
So
Between November and December.
yeah. So listen, y'all, go ahead and get in contact with all your HR departments and everything like that, and make sure that your plans, is jammed up for the next coming year, the calendar year 2023. You might want to make some changes, and you might want to see, because sometimes they'll try to sneak things in on you too, Sharon.
Yeah,
They
that's why it's always good that you read the pamphlets prior to you, selecting a plan.
Yeah, there you go. Because they'll raise the prices up on you. You have one plan this year right here, right? And then you like, well, I ain't gonna do nothing to it, ain't nothing changed. I'm leaving my plan like it is. But you don't even realize that your plan done spiked up,
That's right.
and you got more coming out
Take the
your
time out
check.
to read it.
Absolutely.
Very important.
Absolutely. So healthcare is just, is out of control.
It is.
But the best healthcare is to take care of yourself.
That's right. Eat healthy,
Mm.
exercise more.
Very important. Very,
Yes.
very important. I think we, as Americans, we tend to kind of we have tended to be lax, in our society. We don't take things, as serious as we should, especially when it comes down to our health. And sometimes we are more like reacting people than proacting people, meaning that we usually acted something after something, bad done happened.
That's why it's always good to do your annual exams. And, even for the dentist, if you can do the 6 months dental cleaning every 6 months or I guess a year.
I got a question.
Mhm.
I don't know if you know the answer to it.
What's what's
It's kind of personal.
go ahead.
You sure you want to hear this question? When is a man supposed to have his check done? His check. You know,
every year.
oh, not that one. The other chick. I told you a person when the man supposed to have that check done. You know, a midlife check, a prostate check.
I believe it's age. Is it 42 or 45?
I
Which
don't
one did
know.
we see?
I don't know.
Not sure.
I don't know. Made me lie. I don't know. But I know. Hey, no. But seriously though, I'm serious. Hey, listen. I was wondering because kind of getting up there now. You looking?
Yeah, I'm looking it up.
She looking, y'all.
Age 50 for men who are at average risk of prostate cancer
Oh,
and are
no, no,
expected
no,
to
no.
live at least 10 more years. Age 45 for men at high risk of developing prostate cancer.
I'm sorry. I had. All right. I'm gonna be serious. I'm not gonna cut up today. I'm act. All right.
Oh, no, 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 no.
So listen, you guys. I'm just declining, but listen. On a serious note, though, healthcare is expensive.
It is.
So listen, we're gonna. I'm gonna tell you. Listen, let me get Miss Katrina. I'm telling y'all. Listen, on the other side of this, I'm gonna tell y'all how slick my doctor tried to be on me, y'all. All right, hold on. We'll be right back. Let's get it.
Thank you for tuning in to today's podcast with Let's Conversate with Josh and Sharon. They truly appreciate your support. Thank you for following them on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and of course, subscribing to their YouTube channel. If you would like to make a contribution towards the podcast to further its reach, please feel free to do so with Cashapp $ Let's Conversate. Again, thank you for watching Let's Conversate with Josh and Sharon. Back to today's podcast.
So my doctor, right, at my dentist office, I went there to get some dental work done, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so I was telling y'all earlier about the root canal that they wanted done. So they referred me out to the specialist to get the root canal done. So then they referred me out to the specialist. So I goes to the specialist to get the root canal done or whatever the case may be. So, but before I got there, the part I didn't share with you guys is that my doctor was trying to be slick. So they already know, you know, when you give them your insurance information that one time, after they get your insurance information that one time, you notice when you come back in for your checkups and everything, they never really ask you for your information again because they keep an eye on it anyway. They checking on their money, right? Yeah, I'm serious. So when they referred me to the root canal specialist, so this lady actually called the root canal specialist in front of me. And so what they were doing, they were hoop with one another, and they was gonna use up all my insurance money for that year. The doctor, my normal dentist, was going to use it for get all they can get out of it for a visit for me to come and get some caps done, and then the root canal specialist is going to get the rest of it to do the actual root canal operation, and then they will send me back to the dentist so I can get the caps put on where they done the work at. All right, so now they already done they already done colluded with one another of how they were going to just bone wipe my account dry, right? And then on top of that, after they wipe my account dry, then they're gonna hinder me from being able to be seen again with my insurance for the rest of the year because you only allowed it so much. It depends on what plan you got, like you said earlier. And then after that, after they done took, wiped the insurance out, they still gonna hit me with a hefty bill, right? The doctor that's going to do the cap, they still want something on top of the insurance, and the doctor that's going to do the actual surgery, they still want something on top of the insurance, and all that crap is unaffordable. You're already paying for the insurance, then you got to come in and pay all these ridiculous copays or whatever to have these services done, and you're forever in debt. I'm telling you, dealing with like, or don't dealing with these physicians And don't go to no urgent care or no care spot or no crap like that. Cause I'm telling you, they like college student loans now. You forever in debt with them. You can never pay that stuff off because everything is so sky high. And I think, you know, dealing with, physicians is one of the, to me, it seems to be one of the most unregulated things it is because they charge you what they want to charge you,
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
just seems like there's no cap to what they can charge you. You know what I mean? It's unacceptable and it's unaffordable. The healthcare is just unaffordable. Everything is just going up and it's just ridiculous. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. I
I
understand.
mean, so the best thing people can do is just like try to take care of themselves. But there are
Take care of
things that
yourself. Yeah.
happens though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I heard somebody say, watch what you eat because you are what you eat.
That's true.
My doctor had told our
That's
doctor
true.
had told me one time. She said, if it don't grow, don't eat it.
Yeah. That's true.
Well, I don't know how it's gonna work out for me because mostly everything I eat don't grow. And then look, and here I am over here trying to talk to folk about healthcare, being healthy. So let y'all know everything we talk about. We first partakers of it. They say you point a finger at somebody, you got three of them where
Three
pointed
point
right back at yourself. Absolutely. So listen, we just everyday people. We don't have all the answers. We just having conversation,
That's
right?
right.
Because this stuff that need to be talked about, right? You know what I mean? People spending time talking about all kind of foolishness all day long, but they ain't talking about this good stuff, right? We're gonna get ready to get into this. Don't forget to pray moment. We'll be right back at you with some other stuff in a minute here, y'all. Hold on 1 minute, because I don't want y'all to forget to pray. Absolutely. Let me get to you right here, Sharon. Where you at? Ready for him? Don't forget to pray. I don't know where it's at. Let's do it. Hey, it's another segment that we added to the show. It's your Don't Forget to Pray moment. We got Sharon over here. Tell them why they don't need to forget to pray.
Yes, today Don't Forget to Pray moment is brought to you by All Things Family. Where family is very important. Also, I want to leave with you today a scripture, Romans 15:13. Now the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace in believing that ye may abound in the hope through the power of the Holy Ghost. Again, that scripture is Romans, the 15th chapter, the 13th verse. And remember, don't forget to pray. Now back to today's podcast.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you, Sharon, for that. Don't forget to pray moment. We need to pray. Dealing with this healthcare, right? We need to pray. I mean, because we keep electing these people in office. These people keep lying. That's all they do. They're too busy, getting vendettas against, one another. And people are running for office now basically, not with no agenda of how they can help us, the people. They running now on, hate towards the next person that done ran or the incumbent person that's already in office or whatever the case may be. They run with, fear tactics about all kind of stuff, but never really you hear anybody on either side these days running with an agenda of how they going to fix, these things. I have yet, even though we just went through the midterm elections, and but I have yet to hear somebody really talk about a detailed plan. Now, if y'all heard somebody, you feel free to inbox us and let us know. Let me know. Who have you heard that actually gave a detailed plan? I haven't.
I have.
I hear everybody talking about, election fraud and this and that, and if votes and tallying up votes and counting votes and this person is in line with this person is in line with this person, this is a referendum on this person. Yeah, all that, learned all those words.
Uh-huh.
But one thing I haven't learned is a detailed plan on how you're gonna help us the people.
Once you get there.
Right. Nobody, they ain't, cause it's like they're not concerned about the people anymore. It's like everybody about self. We elect these people into office, into the Senate. We elect these people into the House. We elect these people into the White House. We let these people into our city councils. We let people into our governor. We let people into our mayor's office, sheriff office. You know, judges. We elect them in there, and as soon as they get in there, they forget about the people and they fight with each other over stuff that ain't helping us half of the time, right?
Yeah,
And then you don't hear from them no more until it's time to be reelected.
that's right.
Why are we still, struggling with healthcare in this country? We are the richest country in the world, most powerfulest country in the world, and we're still struggling with healthcare, simple healthcare. And we got, I'm sorry, we got all this money to go and fund these wars, you know,
Yeah,
and sending money here, and don't get me wrong, I definitely, sympathize with Ukraine and different ones. So I'm not coming against them, helping them, but I'm just saying, help us too.
that's right.
And when I say help us too, it's not that I'm looking for the government to come in and invade my privacy and invade my space. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying, go in there and implement laws, you know what I mean, and legislation that will help us, the people. That's what we
That's
elect y'all for.
that's right. That's right.
There's no way in the world that everything should be going up, inflated up like it is, and we can't even go in and make simple co-payments, you know, for getting the teeth clean, tooth clean. You know, we can't make co-payments. Just go to urgent care spot. These supposed to be, you know, outsourced places that you go, so you don't have to go to the main hospital, to the ER or whatever, to keep those beds available for those that are really in dire need for it. You know, the care spots is supposed to be like Walgreens or CVS to Walmart or, or Kroger's or something like that. It's like you don't want to go in the real big superstore, so you just hit Walgreens or CVS up, something like that. So that's
Yeah,
like how care spot is supposed to be to the ER or whatever the case may
that's
be. But now you can't even go in there. It was just outrageous. You never finish paying these people.
because a lot of the places they want their copay right then,
Yeah, yeah,
not billed to you right
yeah,
then.
yeah. And then whatever it is, and then you do get the ones that bill to you, the bills, and like they be outrageous. They charge you all kind of stuff. Yeah, room and board fees,
My.
lunch bill being there, all kind of bills being there.
Hmm.
You don't know what you're getting charged for. You see all kind of numbers and paper all scattered all over the place.
That's why you ask questions when you're in there.
Yeah. Sometimes that don't help. You ask these folk questions, they tell you something, get you out the door. You know what another thing is? Have y'all ever noticed, like, when you go in these places, man, like, everybody always seems like they got an attitude.
Mhm.
Everybody angry. You you angry. I should be angry. All this money y'all charge me to come in here and you ain't do nothing. You charge me outrageous money, hundreds of dollars just to come in and have a consultation with
That's
you.
true.
You ain't did nothing for me.
That is so true.
Yeah, you go in there and just talk to them. You come, they think you look around, your insurance wiped out, and you got a bill in the mail. You ain't had the first tool yet used on you to
That's true.
fix your issue.
That's
Yeah,
true. That's how it was when I got my mammogram.
bring it back in the mic. What was it?
Oh, I was saying that's how it was when I did my mammogram.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, ain't it?
Yeah,
Oh man, this world is in trouble. Folk charge you all kind of money. They charge you for services they ain't even done for you. Don't call. Listen, don't call them people on the phone. Ask them no questions. Them folk gonna send you a bill just for calling them. Can't pay for this stuff. This stuff is ridiculous. We need some people that's gonna get elected in the offices that's gonna make a difference.
that's right.
And right now, these folks ain't making no difference. They too busy selling scores with one another. They get up there in the office, Senate office, and Congress and everything, and they fight. And we just send them up there just to fight with each other. I watch, these news networks and everything, and it just seems like, the people are sending these people up there just to settle scores with each other, and the country just steady falling by the wayside. Somebody got to, wake up and smell the coffee and see that the pot burning on the stove.
Yeah, you right. You
Yeah.
right.
We're gonna get ready to do these shout outs. Somebody got to see that it done gone crazy, man. This world is in trouble. Let's get these shout outs out the way. All right, it's time for these shout outs once again. Listen, if you're in the Orlando area, New Chief Cornerstone, they are located at 820 South Park Avenue, Winter Garden, Florida, under the leadership of Dr. Clarita M. James and Pastor Norman James. If you're in that Orlando area and you need a church to attend, stop in. Tell them Josh and Sharon sent you. Also, Christ the Redeemer Ministry, 4721 East Moody Boulevard, Palm Coast, Florida, under the leadership of Apostle Robert and Betty Davenport. Listen, stop in. If you're in the Palm Coast area, see Pastor Davenport. Listen, if you want to church here in Tennessee, the Church of Churches, yes, that is none other than New Hope Church of God in Christ, 303 South University Street, under the leadership of Pastor Anthony and Lady Graham. This is a Church of Churches where you can clap your hands, stomp your feet. Come on to New Hope. Yes, New Hope. Also, we want to just thank everybody that supports us, that always show love to this podcast. We thank you wherever you are. It means the world to us. So keep liking, subscribing, and sharing. All right. So listen, so if I can't say anything else to you guys, I want to say this right here. It's very important that we take care of ourselves, because we can't depend on nobody else to take care of us. We have to, take care of ourselves. We have to be concerned for ourselves, our own well-being, our own health.
Yes.
And if you can avoid, going in those people emergency rooms and hospitals, by all means do so. But there are, a vast group of people that have to, that have pre-existing conditions and different things that they're dealing with in life, and this is the reason why healthcare is very important,
It is.
people that lives on very, very low income, that can't afford, the prices that doctors and stuff, and, then they put that stuff on you and you can't pay it. And then that stuff hits your credit and ruin your credit and it keeps you down in poverty, It's just a system, and the rich keep getting rich and the poor keep getting poor. And why can't we see that, And, there got to be, a coming together moment, to come against, the healthcare system in this country is broken, and the people got to, take that stuff to the city councils and stuff and, vote these people out of office, stop letting them sit there 6-7 year terms and stuff like that in them offices. Get them out of there, vote them out. If they can come in line and saying they're going to do this and do that, and then they ain't even, attempting to, do the agenda that you elected them in there for, then you got to vote them out of there. That's just simple. I don't care what party they is. You know what I mean? Democrats, Republicans, vote them all out of there. If they ain't going to do, what they promised they're going to do. But listen, I'm just telling you, man, this healthcare thing, we could keep going on and on and on about it, but, our time is spent here, and it's about time for us to get up out of here and make a move. You guys, we got to get up out of here. We got to get up out of here. We hope that something that we said be of encouraging to you. Listen, before we let you go, Thanksgiving Day, tune in if you can. We have a special show that we're going to do on Thanksgiving. So we're going to come on Thanksgiving and we're going to talk some turkey and stuff, and talk some sweet potato pie, some of y'all that eating what that red stuff is that people eat.
Cranberry.
Yeah, y'all cranberry eaters, y'all eggnog drinkers, y'all can have that. You know what I mean? But yeah. So listen, this month, November the 24th, on Thanksgiving Day, 11 o'clock Eastern, 10 o'clock Central Time, we will be on your dial. So tell somebody. That Josh and Sharon will be on Thanksgiving. So while you're sitting around feasting on your turkey or doing your finishing touches on your food, guys, tune in to Let's Conversate with Josh and Sharon. We will be on, and we hope that we bring a good show to you guys, about 30 minutes or so. You know, you never know. We might go an hour, you know, and just enjoy, you know, the Thanksgiving and giving thanks unto God, you know, for life, health, and strength. But anyways, until then, tell somebody
To tell somebody.
when Josh and Sharon is on.
That's right.
Until next time, deuces.
Bye.